Mohandas Pai, I want to bring you in because I remember what you said on the day the results came. You said DK Shivakumar can't be kept down. Mr. Shivakumar may eventually align with whatever the party decides, but he is really underlining in a way his own relevance. How do you see what's happening in Karnataka, and who would you like to see as chief minister? Not that that matters, the party will decide, but how do you see what's happening?
Well, Barkha, DK has worked very hard for the last 5 years. He has gone to jail. He has faced corruption charges, and he has been under trouble. He has gone all over the state. And more importantly, he's raised a lot of money for the elections. Don't forget that. He's the main money man for the Congress. And he raised a huge amount of money. You can see it in his net worth statement also, which has gone up by 400 or 500 crores. But he is going to make a late stand here. But look at the dilemma of the Congress. He is, I think, 61 or 62, young, and he has gone to jail and he has bought the party back. Siddaramaiah, I think, celebrated his 75th birthday recently, and this is the last hurrah for him. I don't think after this, after 5 years, he's going to come back to power. He'll be 80 plus, if I'm right. I think, Prashant, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. So I think the party is in a dilemma, and it'll mostly be solved by, the family. Karge will have no say in that matter. It'll be solved by the family because DK will only, listen to Rahul or, Sonia Gandhi. He's not going to listen to anybody else. He has direct relationship, direct contact. You could see that both of them, both of them, Rahul and his sister came for a DK's wedding son's wedding in Bangalore. So I think what could happen as a compromise is they could have Siddaramaiah as the CM and then ask DK to focus on the 24 election, raise a lot of money, because this is the main state for them to raise money for the 24 election. They'll require 4,000 to 5,000 crores. I don't see any other state raising that kind of money. We got to talk about this openly, Barkha, because this is the reality of life. And, we got to talk about it and say after 24, you become CM, right now become deputy CM. Maybe Rahul and Priyanka will convince him. That's the only hope. Because if they don't give him anything that he wants, then we don't know what will happen, because Siddaramaiah does not become chief minister. He'll go all out to break the party or do whatever it is, because for him it's the last hurrah. So I think it's a big dilemma. But one thing, Barkha, said DK will become chief minister of Karnataka either today or tomorrow. He's determined. Yeah. He's worked very, very hard. He's been in politics, and it's true that he has, he's been largely instrumental in bringing the Congress back. And he's a very shrewd politician. He knows everybody. He knows what to do. And he's among the 3 people who rule Bangalore.
He's among the 3 people who rules Bangalore. That's a big statement coming from a resident of and a leading light of Bangalore. Let me ask you one other thing before I open this up. Suppose the Congress is able to convince DK to be the deputy chief minister to Siddaramaiah. How do you see that arrangement working?
Well, DK will get the economically important ministries. That is for sure. He'll exercise power, and Siddaramaiah will exercise power. Could be a lame duck somewhat, because DK will have to assert his authority for the next 2 years to tell everybody who is the big boss. There's only one place for a big boss in Karnataka politics in any party, especially the Congress, and he is the guy, because he is the face of the future. Let's admit it. He's got a good 20 years of politics ahead of him. He's the most powerful person in the Congress, and he's a very dynamic person. He's been to all kind of trouble. So I think, this is what could happen. It all depends on Rahul, because he will listen to Rahul Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi. He's not going to listen to Karge.
Yeah, and I think that you make very perceptive comments there. And also, a Congress leader said to me in earlier today that DK Shivakumar will eventually listen to the Gandhis. You will remember on counting day he broke down in tears, remembering how Sonia Gandhi came to meet him in prison. Sanjay Jha, and then a cake cut at midnight to bring in DK Shivakumar's birthday, which happens to be today. He is going to be in Delhi later today. The formula we hear is the one I suggested: DK Shivakumar as deputy chief minister. But these comments that he makes before he takes the plane for Delhi, Sanjay, under my leadership, he doesn't say under the leadership of Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar. He says under my leadership, the party has won 135 seats. He later says, and we have that clip too, one man of courage can make a majority. Right? He's saying something there, Sanjay. What is he saying according to you?
Yeah. Barkha, I think you're reading much more than is necessary. There is no need. I remember I was on your show with one big saffron bhakt who actually on that day we were discussing the Bajrang Bali comment made by the Prime Minister. And I told you then it's going to have zero impact, and is proven true. So let's not read too much into it here. I think very simply, the 40% Sarkara has been routed. And at the end of the day, the Pay CM campaign of the Congress has been successful because the people of Karnataka are not just people who are, IT superstars, etc., living in Bengaluru. The common man's problems are much deeper and fundamental. And today, the fact of life is that the Congress will give the government that the state of Karnataka deserves. And I think the confidence kind of given by the people of Karnataka to the Congress is a message to this, in my opinion, the most corrupt, communal, cunning, and criminal party the country has ever seen, not just in Karnataka, but even in Delhi. I actually object to the use of the cash cow that is Karnataka by the former panelist Mr. Pai. At least now, hearing Mr. Pai, I get to know how the BJP has probably used Karnataka as a cash cow, which is why it's been defeated at the end of 5 years.
Come on, Sanjay.
It is
Let's
I
get
think it is
real. Let's get real. You need to be in government to generate resources for your party. That's how politics in India works. I mean, who are we fooling? Come on.
Well, but Barkha, let me answer it. However, let me finish my answer. I think it's extremely reckless adventurism of a very crude variety to say that you need to raise resources and Karnataka is the state, etc., etc. I am not aware of any of those nitty gritties, but I do know from hearing Mr. Pai, who's a BJP sympathizer, as to how the BJP raised money. And I think this election, in my opinion, Barkha, is about Santosh Patil. And I do hope that all your viewers, if they haven't heard of Santosh Patil, he was the poor, unfortunate contractor who had to commit suicide because the BJP harassed him for a 40% commission. Incidentally, he belonged to one of the outfits that supported the BJP. So the BJP was willing to exploit their own and get
Okay, but
commission and
Sanjay,
expansion from their own.
the election is over. The BJP has been defeated soundly. The Congress has won handsomely. Can you answer my question that when DK Shivakumar says under my leadership the party has won 135 seats, doesn't say under our collective leadership, doesn't say anything of the kind, talks about a single man making a majority. Who would you like to see becoming chief minister, and how do you avoid a Rajasthan type situation? How?
Barkha, let me tell you, this is selective cherry picking. I'll tell you why. Both Mr. Siddaramaiah and DK have openly said, by the way, a resolution has been passed that Mr. Kharge will take the call. I think all the speculation that Mr. Pai is indulging in, that the Gandhi family will be, etc., etc. I think the BJP and his supporters stand stumped today because
But
the
you're not
Congress, as a
answering.
president,
Can you answer my
Barkha, can I
question?
just finish my sentence,
Sure,
Barkha? And after that,
sure,
we can
sure.
have a very, regular debate. I'm just making a comment here that the Congress has a structure beyond the Gandhis and it's working, is delivering electorally and administratively. Let me make the one point here. The resolution has been passed that Mr. Siddaramaiah, who represents the Congress High Command as the Congress president, will take the call. Will he consult with other senior leaders?
No, not
Yes.
Mr.
Will
Siddaramaiah,
he
Mr. Kharge. Mr. Kharge.
will he
You mean Mr. Kharge. You said
Mr. Kharge will
Siddaramaiah.
take the call. Will he
Yeah.
consult with the Congress Working Committee? Will he speak to Mrs. Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi and others? Probably. Why not? I mean, everybody's played a big role. But the larger point that we need to understand during the campaign, have you seen the campaign that both of them ran together? Have you seen the way they have actually talked together about everything? So to
Yes,
just
we've
pick up
seen.
one statement, obviously DK has had a very seminal role as a leader in this entire victory.